What's up, Pinky Gang? It's your boy Zach, back with another video, and in today's video we are creating the best offensive oriented four. This build gets Hall of Fame playmaking and Hall of Fame shooting badges with great defense and decent finishing. This build is really well rounded. It can ISO, it can get you an 80 ball control once you grind it out a little bit. It can shoot, it can literally do everything. So let's get straight into the build. Now the pie chart that you would like to pick for this build is this pie chart right here. I'm sure you can make this build out of a lot of different other pie charts, but this is the pie chart you want to pick right here, the playmaking and shooting one. Now for the physicals, this is really up to you. If you want to be a better defender, I would go with something like this, more well balanced. You can guard the post better, but I want to go with the most speed I can get because we are going to upgrade the weight a little bit. All right, for our finishing attributes, we're going to put up our driving layup, our driving dunk, and we're going to max out our standing dunk. These three max. If you want, you can probably put this on your close shot, get a badge or so. I don't really know. I don't advise that. I only put up my standing dunk because I do like to get lobs, and you do get big man contact dunks with this build. So yeah, that's why I'm going to do that. For shooting, we're actually going to get our mid-range one away from max, because if you do it anything different, you get like a mid-range playmaker name, I think. And I already have a build video on that, so we're making something a little bit different. We're going to max out our three-pointer and our free throw. Now, if you take one off of any of these, not your three-pointer, but you want your three-pointer max, you don't get any more badges. You got to keep it right at 18. Just because I feel like that's a good amount. For our playmaking, we're gonna max out, not max it out, we're gonna put our pass accuracy to a 72. When we decrease our height a little bit, because we're making this build a little bit shorter, you get a 79 pass accuracy, and you can't get it above an 80, so that's why we have that. We're gonna max out our ball handle, and we're gonna get until we get 12 playmaking badges. Now for our defense, we're gonna max out our interior defense, our perimeter defense, our lateral quickness, our defensive rebound, our offensive rebound, and put the rest on our block. Now we have one attribute remaining. You can really do whatever you want with this. Don't put it on your pass accuracy or your mid-range, because that will change the name of the build. But I suggest you just put it, I'm gonna just put it on my steal, because why not, right? For our body shape, I think we're gonna go burly with this build. It's really up to you, but I feel like this helps you set screens a little bit better. This is a really good pick and pop build. Definitely, like if you run with like a guard who slashes a lot and reads the defense, this is a really good build to have. Pick and pop is really good with this build, probably one of the best pick and pop builds in the game. And if you could also ISO on this build, which is also great, and you have decent finishing, really good shooting, and really good defense, and you can speed boost, like that's insane. For height, we're gonna go 6'7". So yeah, for our weight, now there's two completely different things you can do with this build. If you want to be pure ISO, you can put your weight down all the way, right? 83 speed, but look at your interior defense. That is a no-no for me. If you want something in the middle, I'd go something like around like default weight, but I personally would max out my weight. A 76 speed is not bad. You look giant. It makes you look like a really big defender. Your interior defense goes up. You only lose a little bit of speed. Your strength goes up. And a 76 speed is not by any means anything bad. You can still be really quick with a 79 speed, or 60 or 76, my bad. So with our wingspan, to get the build name, you need to do something like this. You need to max out your wingspan. If you want, you could put down your shooting a little bit, which I don't advise. Put down your mid-range and three-point and go like default wingspan or something, but I don't really see a point to that. You get a 75 ball handle, our block and our rebounding goes up, our finishing goes up a ton. A 75 standing dunk gets you big man contact dunks if you have a 50 driving dunk and a 75 standing dunk, which is crazy, right? A 67 driving dunk, which gets you park dunks once you hit 98 overall. So yeah, this build is really well rounded. It can do a lot of things. It has great defense, long arms, can speed boost, can shoot, has great finishing, gets big man contact dunks, and has a lot of takeover options. As you can see, it's really up to you. If you want to be more of an ISO player, I would go either playmaker or shot creator, because then this can help you speed boost faster, break ankles and stuff. If you want to be more of like a spot out, like pick and pop type player, you can do something like this. And if you want rim protector takeover, just to be more of a defensive beast, I would go with this. I personally would run pick and pop on this build, but you can play any of these play styles, whatever fits you the best. So I'm going to go spot up shooter. And as you can see, we have built an offensive oriented four, similar to Bojan Bogdanovic, Jayson Tatum, which I think is a really good comparison, and Pascal Siakam, which is also a pretty good comparison. So if you guys don't want to see what the badges are that I would put on this build, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. Some people like to watch the badges and just because they don't know what they put on, so I'm going to go ahead and get through that. Okay, for our one finishing badge, I'm just going to put this on lob city finisher. Like I said, I like to get standing lobs, I like to cut back door, I like to get driving lobs. That also helps. And plus, once you have like a 65 driving dunk, you can get the alley-oop pro packages, so you can catch lobs like crazy. So yeah, this is the badge I'd put on. For our shooting, this is what I would run. I'd run range extender, catch and shoot, corner specialist, and then I'd put green machine bronze, deadeye gold, hot zone hunter gold. And then actually, no, we don't need Deadeye. We're not going to be taking contested shots. Flexible release, Hall of Fame. So you get your Hall of Fame catch and shoot. If you're in the corner, that helps. Green machine helps. If you're a really good shooter, you know what you're doing when you shoot in this game. I put this on, maybe drop that to here, because hot start definitely can help a lot. Like, hot start is a very high risk, high reward badge. If you're a great shooter and you know you're going to make your first shot, I would put on this badge, but green machine just helps and can activate after you make any shots. Hot zone hunter is like a no-brainer. You always want to put on hot zone hunter no matter what the build is. Like, if you have at least like 5 shooting badges, this is pretty much like a go-to. Range extender, Hall of Fame. If you're not going to be doing this and you're going to be spotting up corner, I mean, I guess you could do something like this, but I don't know why you'd make a shooting build that can't shoot from deep. I mean, that just doesn't really make any sense to me. So yeah, this is what I would do with our badges. Flexible release helps a ton this year. Last year it wasn't as good because it only helped on earlies and lates, but this year it helps on slightly lates and slightly early. So yeah, I put that for our shooting badges. For our playmaking, now this is really up to you. I would use this as a spotted build, right? So I'm going to put on floor general, and this helps your guard if they are isoing so much. This helps so much. And another thing I suggest you do, put on flashy passer. Now, the reason I do this, to get your guard takeover, this helps so much. One of the most underlooked badges in the game. You can do so much. Then I put on Hall of Fame quick first step. Now, if you're going to be isoing this build, by all means, if you don't care about your teammates, here's something I would advise you guys do. I'd put on handles for days. Then I'd put on, what else would I put on? I put on space creator. And if you're running rec, maybe downhill or something, maybe unpluckable also would be very good. But for what fits my play style, I'd run pick and pop with this build. So I'm going to put on flashy passer and dimer. So your teammates aren't going to miss off your flashy passes, or you could just put this on floor general. But it's really up to you. This is just what fits my play style the best. Now for our defense, like I said, I'm going to be running pick and pop, so I'm going to put on brick wall gold. Now this helps set screens very well. And now, I don't know if you guys believe in this, but I believe in putting on bronze badges. Now bronze badges, the jump from bronze to no badge is so significant. It's higher from like bronze to silver to gold. It's like the biggest jump in between badges. So I'm going to put on bronze rim protector, bronze rebound chaser, bronze interceptor, bronze clamps, bronze chase down, and we have one other badge. It's really up to you. I personally would go with worm, but if you're more worried about your rebounds, I would go box. If you're worried about playing in the post, and maybe take off interceptor, do something like this, take off clamps. But this is kind of just like a well-rounded balance of badges. So this is what I would do here. I just do something like this because worm helps around box outs. Like literally, I have a 6'7" secondary ball handler with like a 50-something offensive rebound with silver worm. Sometimes I drop down the bronze. You can get around 7'3" pure glass cleaning lockdowns, like the pure red pie chart with probably like a box Hall of Fame. Like this badge, a lot of people don't run box, so it's really easy to get around the defender, so I suggest you do that. And that's basically it for today's video. These are the badges I would use. The jump shot, if you're going to test this build out, I recommend like Dwayne Wade or something like that. That's a really good release. Maybe Kobe, maybe Michael Jordan. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this type of content, we post daily on this channel, so make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.